I didn't think of what I was going to say.
Well, let me help you.
No!
I've been trying to get better at the cymbals sound since last week.
I wanted to be better than you.
Well, you obviously are. This is... Fair, and I'm still not good at it.
Okay.
Y'all, go back one episode and you can hear me go.
I'll do it again.
Here's what Farron did.
Hold on.
And I tried to do it, and I said... Anyway, I feel like Chandler from Friends when he goes, whoop-ha! Anyway.
I like your...
Indiana Jones. That was for sure in Switch on Your Brain.
What are we doing? We are sharing this week's 5-star review.
Yes, this one is from... They took the vowels out, but I can only assume it's in Christ's name. So there we go.
Christ in me.
I thought, like, Christ's name. Like, in Christ's name. Tomato, tomato, but Christ in me sounds way better. If you're not sure and you want to play along, go to iTunes, type in Witty and Gritty Podcast, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you can click and see, and you tell us, is it Christ's name or Christ in me? And Farron, I think you're right.
I think of the song.
Right on the money.
It is Christ in me.
Doesn't
sound like it.
Going.
Nope, that's not even close. Jacob, leave me alone.
All right, this one says, from Christ in me, or Christ in me. What? Okay, Christ in me. Real talk from ladies that, quote, do it all. Every episode is informative and fun. It's certainly for everyone, but if you're a young mother, this is a must.
Yes. So all you young mothers out there, tell the other young mothers.
You young mothers. I should have said, well, do it all was in air quotes because, LOL, nobody does it all, right? And that's what we joke about, and that's why he or she did air quotes.
There's a freebie for you. This episode probably doesn't mention that, but here in the review, turns out, in fact, you cannot do it all. So there you go.
Yes.
Straight from our listeners.
Bit of wisdom. You need a little village, a lot of Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Episode. We already said it. How to get there.
Yeah, so don't forget, if you want your review read in next week's episode or a future upcoming one, go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. We can't wait to read them.
Welcome to the Witty and Gritty Podcast, where we believe that lifelong learning and relentless determination are essential to developing your passions and reaching your goals. Here to help you along the way are the hosts of the show. Take it away, ladies.
Hey y'all, I'm Brooke.
And I'm Farron.
As educators and high achievers, we're passionate about providing our listeners with effective strategies to help navigate life's obstacles and reach your goals sooner.
Join us as we break down credible research that gives you a fresh perspective and challenges your limiting beliefs.
Laugh and grow as we share personal anecdotes and interviews from people that have demonstrated what it takes to be successful.
By implementing these practices, you will develop your unique skill set and learn how to better serve your community.
Get your mind right.
And enjoy this time designed just for you.
Episode 83. This closes out / slams the door of 2020.
Finally. Yes, make sure it's locked and dead bolted. You know in the cartoons when like they do all the locks down the door and then they're like, and they turn around and run into the character they were hiding from. Yes. Classics. Show your kids the classics.
Hopefully 2021 isn't the younger, more annoying sibling of 2020.
Or like 2.0. Except 1.0.
We're going backwards. Yes, I see that. Lord Jesus, please let 2021 be full of amazingness.
Amen.
It has been quite a year, though.
Yeah, we never saw it coming.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so today's episode, we are going to talk about some goal setting. So we are going to talk about our personal goals and some ways that we're going to go about doing that. And maybe that will help you set your goals for 2021.
Yes, that's kind of what we do around here is we want to help all you busy folk out there. That might be moms or soon-to-be moms or women with lots of jobs and responsibilities.
All the hats?
All the things, all the hats, personal, professional, side hustles. We're here for you. And so we like to bring you the resources that have helped us. And so we're going to demonstrate that today, as is the tradition with starting a new year, new goals, and we're going to talk about them because we're being vulnerable.
Daring greatly. I see what you did there. We actually also have a 21-day goal setting workbook that we will get to you guys, and it actually walks through. If you're just picking one goal, for example, you can pick multiple, sure, but if you want to pick one habit and change it, it goes through every single day, and you can work through and scale yourself and see how it went. So we're giving that to you guys.
Yep, for free.
For $0.00.
All right, so we have 3 goals today. We have a professional goal, a personal goal, and a spiritual goal.
Yes, so if you think back to our Grit mini-series, which is episodes 19 through 25, Angela Duckworth also talks about having different pockets of life with different goals. You don't have to have, what's your one goal? Okay, be a better Christian. What does that look like here, 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 here? Sure, so if you want to do that, great. Professional goals, personal goals, spiritual goals. You can have 3 different circles kind of going on.
And what I liked about that was it seems like if you pick one and it's in your personal life, then you can't continue to focus on your professional life. Or if it's on your professional realm of goals, then it's like, but what about my personal life? And so, anyways,
sometimes they're 2 totally different things that you need to do. Like, you can't be a better wife at work.
Unless you work with your husband.
There you go.
You know, I have to always come up with an outlier possibility.
Of course you do.
But again, I think it's important to, was it Paul and Jill McDill? We interviewed them, and they're husband and wife, and one is a pastor preacher guy, and the other is a successful wife and coach. And so they both talked about how balance is kind of a funny thing to say, that there's more seasons. And so I think that's what happens with goals too.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you have a family emergency, then that needs to be your priority and your goal to resolve.
Yeah, I really like that you brought up those interviews. That's 49 and 51 if you want to go listen to them. And it's cool because you hear both sides of the story and about how they did work together and how, this is coming up. How can I support you? And so if you want to tip on that, there you go.
Yes. I just have to say it again. I love Paul's quote about, if it's not good, it isn't over. And so.
Yeah, that's really stuck with me as well.
Yeah, so go check those out. Okay, so let's start with our personal goals.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so I guess it doesn't have to be scary.
But ours is.
Man, we're putting it out there, right?
We are.
So we better walk
Good
the
Lord.
walk. Some accountability, which we talk about a lot here.
Yep.
One of my goals is fitness, and it's not all about the scale and trying to be a certain size. It's more of, one, like I want to have a regular exercise routine where I feel like I'm getting more energy. I'm working on my flexibility. I'm relieving stress. It magically kind of turns into my time. Because then, the kids and husband need to go do something else, which isn't an easy thing to do, which is why it's a goal. But just so, if your goal is to get to a certain size or certain weight, I'm not dogging that cause, but I'm just sharing more of why I chose that as a goal. And I think about our Grit series, like you mentioned earlier, Brooke, we did Grit by Angela Duckworth, episodes 19 through 25. And when it comes to fitness and sticking to like a fitness routine, especially me and all my Enneagram 9-ness of conserving energy, I'm really going to have to rely on the models and ideas from the Grit book, pushing through those days that I just don't feel like it. And I'm going to focus more so on the reward from sticking with it and, exercising regularly.
Right. I like that. Way to go. So my personal goal is...
I haven't done it yet.
Step 1, getting it on paper / on the internet.
Yes.
So there you go. Okay, mine is also fitness. So, kids do stuff to you. But it's more so, like you were saying, Farron, it's not necessarily about the number on the scale. For me, it's more so the mental stress relief that it provides. So Rich and Amy Hampshire, we interviewed them on episode 61. Their the owners of the gym that I go to, and every time. So if I'm stressed out, and obviously when you're stressed out, you don't feel like going to work out, right? You just want to go home, put on some sweatpants, and sometimes eat your feelings and watch some movies and not move. And every time I have to tell myself, okay, you need to release some endorphins and get it going. And you're not going to regret the workout, so just go. So I make myself change, and I drag myself to the gym. And when I go and I walk in the door, in my head I go, therapy session starts now. And so then I'm fully present, fully there, and I fully exhaust myself. And I always feel better afterwards. And then I walk out and I'm like, thanks, Rich and Amy. I feel so much better.
Yes. It's a healthy release of pent up energy, if that's what you got.
Yes, and as an Enneagram 1, so anger's that go-to emotion. So if I'm at work and this is happening, or this event happens, or a kid says this, and like you can't, obviously, you have to keep total composure at all times, so you're maintaining professionalism. And then you're like, okay, I need to go work out because I'm going to lose my mind up in here.
Yeah, if you are lashing out at those you love, that could be a sign that you haven't found your way to release all that energy. And Betty DeRue, very successful power woman, she walks every night for 30 minutes, every night. And that is what she has claimed keeps her sanity. So we interviewed her as well. And if it works for her, it's going to work for you.
I think she's episode 23.
Yeah.
Yep, episode 23 in the Grit mini-series. Look at that. So the mini-series that's kind of inspiring me on this one is our Everything is Figure-Outable mini-series, episodes 40 through 51. So it's more so of with schedules and timing and cooking and cleaning and working and all this stuff. Like I've got to prioritize working out so that way I don't explode on the people I love, like you were saying, Farron. So I can figure out how to find a pocket of time to where I can do that so I can better serve the people. I want my best minutes to go to my best people.
I'm glad you said that because I think a lot of people feel like maybe selfish or like they're taking the time for themselves. But again, if it's something you do so that way you can better spend your time with others, you're not, a ticking time bomb or lack of energy or having trouble sitting on the floor to play board games because you're just not in a physical state to do that, then
Right.
Inevitably you're paying it forward to those you love.
That's true. Okay, so that was personal goals. We're going to move on to professional goals. So we are definitely fans of lifelong learning. We are constantly in pursuit of learning new things, doing new things, working on new things. So Farron, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, so I started pursuing a CALT certification.
What's that?
It's for Certified Academic Language Therapist. So, we believe that reading and books, knowledge is power. And so being educators, reading is very important. So with the certification, it just takes my ability to teach people that struggle with reading to a whole nother level, specifically people that have reading disabilities such as dyslexia. And so I am close yet far from
You can see the finish line.
Yes, there's a lot of coursework still to complete and submit, and then to get the permission to sit and take the test and actually pass the test and all the things. And so I will tell you at this point it feels like not possible, but I believe it is possible. And one series that we did was on the 15 Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. It was our very first series.
Oh, gee.
We were just podcast babies.
Oh, yeah.
But there's so much
High
gold.
quality.
Yes. So even
Content rich.
yes, if we did terrible with the delivery, the book itself is still full of so much. And one of the things it talks about is goal setting and starting out with like your lower level goals and going on to medium level goals to get to your ultimate goal. And that really helps me not feel so overwhelmed. If my goal is to finish the program, that just seems impossible. But if I can stair step it and break it down and tackle the small tasks, that seems more manageable.
Yeah. get this one thing turned in. Just this one thing.
Yes.
Okay, now this one thing. Yeah, I love it. Manageable chunks. If you want to know more about dyslexia, episode 39 is for you. Farron's on that with another fellow dyslexia educator. Shout out, Nancy Distrilick.
Yeah.
Okay, so professional goal for me. So, huzzah! We are now officially Enneagram certified, so that's exciting.
Just a second. If you've ever seen huzzah in any of the emails, that's what it should sound like when you read it. Say it one more time.
Huzzah!
There it is. See, I don't know that people know how to pronounce those when they're reading to themselves.
It's huzzah, and pirates say it.
But you gotta say it with a straight face, but lots of energy from your heart.
Okay. All right, so huzzah! Did that sound any different?
No.
No, okay. Well, the excitement is there, people. Trust me. Listen.
What's your professional goal?
Okay. So, Enneagram certification, it has happened. It's been something that has always been in our realm that we've wanted to achieve, and now that is here. So that's exciting. So now we can say things more openly.
Well, and we have some stuff in the works to create some more courses and trainings and offerings from Witty and Gritty, all with the Enneagram cert with Miss Brooke over here. I do know the Enneagram, but man, she teaches me so much.
Nerd out.
I love learning
Gotta
from
nerd out. So yes, if you want to know more about the Enneagram, episodes 11 through 17 is our 101, and episodes 65 through 76 is our 201. And then, like you were saying, Farron, we can dive deeper, go further, say more, do more, now that we officially have a certification. Huzzah!
That was better. You smiled at the end of it.
I wasn't going to do it, and then I thought, I better try.
That last one, best one.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, and so, again, here at Witty and Gritty, we have some core values, and we always include our spiritual goals and where we are at with our spiritual growth. So it seems only right to include, again, a spiritual goal. And we talk about the power of writing and journaling a lot. This is an area of my spiritual game that I could definitely improve on. So I plan on, actually, I haven't decided quite yet. We have this ultimate Enneagram gift guide, and there are 9 different journals on there.
What are you going to pick?
Oh my gosh.
Because you already have the one recommended for 9s.
Yes, they're also amazing. I don't know.
You know
I'll
what?
let you guys know
You
when
could
I buy it.
you could either go to a 3 or a 6.
That's what, gosh, I know. So many choices. But I will let you guys know. But
It's going to
I'm
be more
pretty
productive or
excited
less
about 'em.
stressed? Both?
I'll just buy both. I'll buy all 9.
Perfect. That's episode 77. We'll link it.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to be better about journaling, and again, in the spiritual sense. Because, see, then there's Tara Lee Cobble's book, too. Maybe
know.
I get that.
Yeah. You can write all up in that. Is that weird?
It's been a long day. But, yeah.
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, yeah. Flipping through the pages.
I don't know.
Right
I'm
all
just
up in
thinking
that.
Of our photo shoot earlier, laugh, crying, and
Oh
talking
my
about.
gosh.
Okay, so yes, I will let you know. But journaling in the sense of when I'm spending time in God's Word, because there's so many times I'm like, that was so awesome. I'm gonna remember it, and then I need it, and I don't remember it. So, anywho,
You could get
that's
that
my goal.
journaling Bible that we recommended for the 2s.
See, there's journals that we had, and then we also had the Bibles with it. I have a Bible that I've been really good about taking notes in at church, and so the problem is when it's virtual.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, I have my phone church on, and then I'm like, I could also fold this laundry. So there's a lot that I need to get in check, but I will let you guys know what I decide on.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, and you were going to lean on Brene Brown's Daring Greatly miniseries for that.
I don't know if anyone else can relate to this. Even if it's like I have this journal diary thing and I don't want anyone to look at it. It's like, yeah, but if I write it down, someone could know. And
I was just thinking that yesterday.
even God's
What
going to
happened?
know if I write it
God's
down.
gonna know. That or like when I die and someone finds this journal, burn it. Burn all the journals, everybody.
Hey, that can be my job.
Okay,
And you
yes.
be that person
Deal.
for me.
Okay,
We just can't
wonderful.
die together.
Okay.
Deal.
Noted.
Okay, so
You hear that, God?
he's laughing. I just know he is. So yes, Brene Brown's Daring Greatly. I think the vulnerability piece from the book, not only about being vulnerable with others, but being vulnerable with God, being vulnerable with ourselves. I mean, there's times that I've lied to myself, but it might be to like get through something, like in a soccer game. You're not tired.
You're not tired. You could run
Your
5 more
leg's
miles.
not broken.
It's fine.
No, you're fine. You're not down by 3. It's fine. The soccer season's not over.
Just
It
kidding.
is over, I mean. So yeah, anywho, I think I can get more out of my time with God if I'm willing to be more vulnerable with myself and honestly with Him, because even though we know He knows, it's somehow nice to pretend like He doesn't. So
Man.
facing that.
That makes me think of, so episode 37, that's in this mini-series, when Randy was talking about if you keep journaling or keep talking or keep praying, it's the stuff that happens after you run out of stuff. That's when you realize, oh, now I'm at the core of things.
Yeah, so if you start off journaling, like, today was pretty good. They had Crispitos at lunch for school cafeteria food. It's all right. The cheese sauce carries the meal. Don't really have plans tonight. So, God, I'm really struggling with blah. And you're like, whoa, where'd that come from?
First Crispitos.
How did I get from Crispitos to life changes? I don't know.
Yeah, I love it. That's why so if you're having trouble there, set a timer. Don't set a timer for 7 minutes and write the full 7 minutes and see just where your thoughts go. So there's that little tip. If 7's overwhelming, start with 3.
If 7's not enough, go for 14.
Hey, look at that. See? Scalable. Scaffolding.
Yes, that's the fun educated term for teach 21 people 21 different ways in
There
class.
you go. Okay, so my spiritual goal would be honing in on capturing thoughts. So again, back to Enneagram 1, I did not realize the inner critic running rampant until I learned about the Enneagram. And I was like, oh, wait. Oh, this is bad. And so then also talking through counselors, right around the time we were doing Daring Greatly, I think that helped a ton. So the whole talking with counselors, reading Daring Greatly through a book study, and hashing all of that out, I realized this was a thing that I needed to get a hold of. And then right after that, in the summer, we did Switch on Your Brain, which actually gave me step by step by step, very detailed on how to actually capture thoughts and then what to do after that. It's kind of like sometimes they're like, okay, all you have to do better is just stop doing this one thing, but then they don't tell you what to do. And so this actually helped you instead of, let's just stop this train of thought. You need to also do these things, which is helpful.
Those are my favorite. When they're like, if you want to do better, just be better.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, what a great idea. I hadn't thought of that.
Stop feeling sad and start feeling awesome.
Sweet.
Piece of cake.
Why didn't I think of that?
Let me get right on that. Zippity doo dah.
Yes, so Switch on Your Brain, episodes 55 through 62. What I liked about that, very scientific. Probably like the 401 class.
Yes.
But Brooke was in her element. It was perfect. And she taught me all the things. Well, for sure one, quantum xeno effect.
That's right. You hang on to that.
That's all I got. But what I liked about that is it took scientifical, I'm making up words, evidence, and match it with biblical truths. And so it was nice to see science and the Bible go hand in hand.
Yes, they're friends.
So many times people try to put them against each other, and they just want to be friends.
Yeah.
But it also backed up what we've been told about thought life and having a positive mindset. And for me too, especially how it affects your physiological response, your body's well-being and health and all of it. So I think that's a great way to work on your spiritual goal, Brooke.
Thanks. And
Good
if
choice.
level 401 is a lot, we're actually, the very next episode is starting with capturing your thoughts with Jenny Allen's Get Out of Your Head.
Yes,
So,
this is the 101. So I'm over here like swimming.
It's
and,
your turn.
Yeah, getting it. So come on with me. The water's great.
All right. So, yeah, we are going to start Jenny Allen's book next. So if you know her, send her our way. Hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
All right, you guys. That wraps up the year 2020. Episode 83.
Good job, Brooke.
We made it.
I don't know how. Okay,
That's all.
that's all we got.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
We help busy Christians get the growth they want by giving them the tools they need.
We love providing our Christian-based personal growth podcast to our listeners at no cost. If you are enjoying the content, please consider supporting our mission by donating to our Patreon.
We're a small team creating the show for our community by researching, recording, and producing the episodes ourselves. Any amount is greatly appreciated. Your support will help offset the cost of making and hosting the show.
As a thank you, you can receive exclusive access.
For more details on specific membership tiers, visit our Patreon page. Go to patreon.com/witty and gritty. We've included the link in the show notes.